Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I posted this bench render on my social media and the community tab of the channel, and I got a lot of requests for this tutorial. So we are going to start this model today. So we're going to start with a cylinder. So let's take a cylinder and rotate it. Go to right view or the left view. Change the subdivision axis. So I'm going to take something like 12. Change the radius. And I'm going to go to face mode. Select half of it, then delete, and also delete the middle part like this. So we have this nice arc here. Let's change the scale, make it a little bit bigger like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edge mode and select this edge, then extrude it down like this. And select this edge here. Again, go to left view, extrude, or you can press shift and just extend like this. And extrude one more time, and once down here like this. So we have got this basic shape of this side. And what we are going to do is I'm going to select this edge, then use edit edge flow. And add some value in the negative space to maintain this curve. And to add this curve on this corner also, you can use bevel like this. Select these vertices and pull them down like this. Go to edge mode, select this edge and bevel. Add some segments like this. And just scale it down. Like this. Now we need to bridge all these edges. Now to cover this part, what we need to do is I'm going to add one segment here like this. Go to left view and in the vertex mode, make sure all these vertices are aligned. So I'm going to pull these up like this and select these, then bridge. And also I'm going to add one more segments here like this. Select these edges and bridge. Cover this part. And repeat the same thing here. So let's add a few more segments like this and bridge. And as for these parts, I'm going to take multicut tool and add one segments like this, and then use fill hole for this part and repeat the same thing here. So let's take multicut tool again and just add one cut like this. and now all the polygons are quad polygon now. So to cover this part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just change the pivot to this point and go to modify and freeze transformation, then create a duplicate, go to scale X, add it -1, and just place the other one here, then combine it, go to vertex mode and top view, select all the vertices here, and then merge, increase the threshold to make sure everything is merged properly, and then you can scale it down if it's too thick, and you can remove the center edge like this. So if everything looks fine, what you can do is you can start working on the other parts. So let's start with the bottom support, and for that we need to bridge these like this. Or what you can do is, since these faces are not going to be visible, you can just select everything, then use fill hole, go to face mode, select this face, and then extract. Select this face, go to modify and center pivot, extrude it, increase the thickness like this, then one more time, and add offset, and extrude once more like this. Scale it just a little bit like this, and pull this up. Select these two edges, go to mesh display and set it to harden edge. Also again isolate it and select this part, press Ctrl E, add a little bit of offset, then intrude, and then delete this center part. Select all the corner edges, use select similar, and also these two, then bevel. You might need to select the edges down here, so let's undo and select everything here, and then bevel. Increase one segment, turn down the friction to something like this, and then bring back your model, pull this up just a little bit like this. So our sides are done. Let's go to front view and change the pivot, pull these up, place them here on the side. Now you can create a duplicate and place it on the other side, and we can start working on the seat. So for the seat, I'm going to take a cube for a top view and just increase the scale, or you can also change the parameters. Pull this up. Select the vertices, press V to snap them to point like this, and just hide them inside these side supports. And to get this roundness, select these edges and bevel, add segments. Now isolate it and go to face mode and select the faces on the sides. Since they are n-gons and they're not going to be visible, we can delete them. And let's create this support. So again, take another cube, pull this up, go to front view, scale it down, go to vertex mode, select the vertices here, again press V to snap, bring it out and scale it down like this. Now let's start working on the back, and for that we're going to need another cube. Pull this up, go to top view, place it here and scale it down like this, and again in the x-axis just get this shape. Go to vertex mode and snap them to side like this, and go to front view, pull the vertices up, places on the seat, go to right view, and we're gonna have to rotate it a little bit. So go to wireframe mode by pressing 4, place the pivot down here, and rotate it just a little bit like this. Place this up here, go to vertex mode, select these vertices and pull them down to align them with the seat. And place this up ahead like this. Maybe not so much, so let's go back and again change the rotation. Like this, and I think this much should be fine. Again select vertex and hide them inside this side rest. And to create this detail here, what you need to do is just select this and edging and split, select the edge and bevel, just create 3 compartments. Now select these 3 and add some offset and turn this key faces together off like this, and then intrude. And you can add a little bit of offset while intruding like this, and we are done. So our model is done, and now we can unwrap this and texture it in Substance Painter. So let's start with the unwrapping. So I'm going to start with this. So let's go to your UV mode or UV editor. I'm going to remove this, and since these two are identical, so what we can do is we can transfer UV, or you can just duplicate again. So we'll work with the transfer UV this time. So let's select this, isolate it, and go to create and use camera based mapping. I'm going to create the seams by selecting the edges like this. And I think we are done. So let's go to edge mode in the UV editor, cut, select everything and then unfold. Now rotate or use orient shell to fix the orientation, and then layout. Now let's unwrap the other parts. So select this, isolate it, go to create, use automatic, go to edge mode and select these sides like this, then move and sew, and repeat the same thing here. Then use unfold. Select everything, unfold one more time and then layout. So to transfer the UVs, what we can do is we can select this and then select the other one. Go to mesh, go to transfer attributes, reset everything, then go to attribute settings and change it to component, then transfer. And now this part is also unwrapped, and repeat the same thing with this one. Go to mesh, transfer attribute, make sure it's set to component and then transfer. Now let's select this, go to create, then automatic. Most of these shapes are just simple cubes, so you don't need to do much in unwrapping. So let's unfold and layout. Same thing goes with this one, automatic, and just use move and sew. Unfold and layout. Now for the last part, you can also use automatic for this one. This is a pretty simple geometry. Move and sew. Unfold. So we are done with the unwrapping. So select everything and just layout. Your UV is acting like this. What you can do is you can close your Maya and then restart again. So we restarted Maya. Let's select everything and try to layout once again, and now it's working just fine. Or you can also go to edit and delete by type history. You can delete all the history and then try layout. So make sure your UVs are not flipped. If they are all blue, then it's fine. If they are red, what you can do is you can select them, go to modify and use this flip. So we are done here. Our modeling and unwrapping is done, and in the next part we are going to texture it in Substance Painter. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, then make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And you can follow me on the Instagram and join my Discord server to get the resources I use in my tutorials. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.